Hi everyone, and today we'll talk about upcoming events in Elder Scrolls Online called Writhing Wall, Battle for the Writhing Wall, and we'll talk just in a few words what this event is about, and after that we'll talk about why the whole new seasonal model of Elder Scrolls Online sucks, and why it should be remade to something else, or for example to the model that was before, and why general the idea of that event is really good, but its realization on live servers will be quite honestly pretty bad. And we'll talk about it everything, but first we'll need to dive into this event and to understand what this event is. You know that currently we have some sort of seasonal model in Elder Scrolls Online, and already during that current season, during the Content Pass 2025, we've got first some sort of DLC, major DLC. Previously it was chapters, but now it's called now these new chapters are called seasonal DLCs or something like that. It's all the part of big content pass, but in general this content pass simply just it's not giving you two chapters, or for example like it was before, like you probably remember in previous years, for a very long big amount of time with Western Skyrim and markers, or for example with Northern Elsewhere and Southern Elsewhere. It's not giving you big major chapter, big DLC plus minor DLC with additional content and with the continuation of the story. It's simply just look at the map of Solstice we've got right now in the game. It's simply just giving you half of the previous chapter for almost the same the same money. In general, Content Pass it's better in terms of price because we've got 4 dungeons plus 2 DLCs. But if we will look at the DLCs, we're not getting 2 separate DLCs with one story through that 2 DLCs. We simply just getting one chapter, simply just with time wall. For no reason, because you getting pretty just the same amount of content like we've been getting all the time, all the previous years in one chapter. So it's simply just one chapter, just split into 2 pieces with unnecessary time gate. And now, yes, it's some sort of seasons, but that seasons, it's not like in Diablo 4 or in Destiny 2. These seasons will, in some sorts of stay in the game. You can still play through Solstice storyline, but that's the main topic of that video is that event, the battle for the Writhing Wall, because this event will take place since October 13th and continues until Writhing Wall is destroyed by the whole community, and after that it will simply leave the game forever. Simply just forever. And there are 2 parts of that event, part that you can play if you are a free player, and parts that you can play only if you paid for the content pass of 2025. As if you paid, you need to play these particular days, these particular weeks, because after that you won't be able to play it anymore. This event simply will just live forever, even if you paid for content pass. So let's dive into that event, and after that we'll talk about everything in that event, and we'll talk a little bit later why in general season model is not working in Elder Scrolls Online at all. So yes, there will be, it's a continuation of the story, it's just a mid part of a story that will connect 2 pieces of Solstice and 2 pieces of this year's story. By the way, check our full order in which you need to play Elder Scrolls Online story. I made a video, all DLCs, all chapters, all stories, all quests, just in a right order in which you need to play them from the launch till the current 2025 year. So you will be, if you don't understand in which order you need to play some DLCs, simply just check that my video. Tip will be in the description, and simply just write here in the video and at the end of the video. So Yes, that's a deal, some sorts of event that will connect two pieces of this year's DLC. And once this event starts, you will need to visit Scored as a Knife, our favorite orc guy at the Stirk Fellowship camp, or visit the Sunport Ramparts camp to sign up to participate in this battle, in this war against the Worm Cult. And also, you can use additional quests, support the Fellowship quest simply just from the in-game crown store. It's working the same like all the events in Elder Scrolls Online, but this time you will get no event tickets. It's working like an event, but without event tickets. So after that, this event will start, and there will be 3 stages during that event. It reminds me of, you might remember in Destiny 2, different live events like Almighty Falling to Earth, where we've been sitting in the tower and watching how this big Warmind just been falling. Not a Warmind, but it's some connected with Destiny lore. I won't spoil you quite a lot of lore here, but a very big, some sort of ship construction from the space being falling for several hours just in a lifetime. To Earth. It was quite epic, but again, this event now you can only rewatch on YouTube, and it's quite bad experience. So this event will take place in 3 stages, and you will need, as a community, play through that different stages. When we will feel the meta, the next stage will start. And you can play through some daily quests acquired from the Stirk Fellowship camp. It's one of the latest locations of the main storyline with Molag Bal and 3 alliances. It's one of the latest locations, so definitely do finish the main campaign to understand what is happening in general. Or Sunport Rampart Camp if you are already an owner of this year's content pass. And each time we complete the dailies, we will rise the meta for the whole server. We will keep the next phase closer. And General Zasimba is found only in Solstice Zone, so you can get her dailies only if you are already a Content Pass 2025 Content Pass owner, or also some other. But also you can find Orient Glenuvan on the islands of Stirk or Solstice, and also she will require different vitrified souls from the Daedra native to Cold Harbor in all phases. And another quest giver will be Courtmaster Nurveln is present on Stirk and as well as Solstice, and offering quests to gather supplies for the war efforts from warrior regions of Tamriel. And also this quest will be available in all phases. You can see some quests will be available only in one phase, and some dailies will be available through all the phases, like quest of General Zasimba. Let me check again. And yes, and Orient Glenuvan and Quartmaster Nurveln. But another quest giver, Armor Ray Staff, offers opportunities for crafters to help supply the Stirk Fellowship on either Stirk or Solstice. Again, you will be able to play no matter IO or in the 2025 Content Pass or not, but these quests are available in all phases with additional quests that will be available only since Phase 2. So currently everything is quite good, quite interesting. It's just a work for community to farm different dailies and to get additional rewards. But also, as we complete the daily quest and defeat cultists and Daedra from Cold Harbor, we will help the whole server again progress through the events. And there is a events page, like always before almost every during the almost every DLC 1 year celebration. Also some sort of meta that we are feeling like a community, and we are getting additional rewards as a community. Or within this time, it will be also available within our in-game activity activity finder, so quite good. First phase, supply and defense, will need to help the Stork Fellowship gather resources for the conflicts to come, and we've been talking about these different types of quests, and all ESO players can help progress this phase, but only 2025 content pass owners can acquire quests on Solstice. Still, it's nothing crucial, because yes, if you've paid for DLC, you've got additional DLC quests, it's quite okay for now. And also during the phase, the Worm Cult takes over various delves and public dungeons throughout Tamriel and staging them as the invasion sites and marking them on the map. And these areas have additional monsters that are more difficult to defeat than normal inhabitants and are the focus of Orange Glenouan daily quest. So now we have different activities, it's simply just dailies. We can get to supply that big army, this fellowship, Stirk Fellowship, but also Worm Cult will start invading the whole Tamriel, different delves, publics, and we can defeat that additional enemies in our publics and delves that we all really good know and remember, but now they will be changed with additional challenges and with additional enemies and difficulties. So very good idea, extremely good idea and realization again for now. Phase 2, when we will complete the first phase, the second phase will start, and it's time to take the fight to the Worm Cult, continue to strengthen the war efforts, maintain siege camp, defense, and expect vicious counterattacks as Fellowship forces prepare their decisive strike against the wall. And again, all ESO players can help progress this phase, but only Content Pass 2025 Content Pass owners can acquire quests on Solstice. And after this phase begins, siege camp incursions will occur more frequently and are more difficult to complete. Again, something really interesting, because we will feel that progression of the whole community, ESO players like community, and also progression of our enemies. Enemies also reacting to our different acts and our different enforcement, etc., etc. An additional Zedra Geezer, a powerful Meldred, appears as a world boss on Solstice. Again, not very good, because you are not feeling that big scale of an event. But again, if you paid for DLC, it's again quite fair. Because there are some parts that you can play through DLC if you're a DLC owner, 2025 Content Pass owner, and some parts that everyone can try to feel that vibe of this big wall created around Tamriel and everything happening with the new plan of Worm Cults on reaping and scavenging the souls of every living being around the Tamriel and beyond. And the last one, phase 3, Fall of the Writhing Wall. The Writhing Wall is exposed, and it's time to break through and clear the Writhing Fortress public instance. Unlike the other phases, which last a variable length of time depending on player success and mobilization, the third phase lasts 1 week from when the Writhing Fortress is first completed on a given server, bringing the event to a close after that period. So, when these Writhing Wall events come into phase 3, first group in the world on our server, for example, if you're playing on North American or European server, first group on your server, when that particular first group completes in that third phase, that public instance, Writhing Fortress public instance, events will slowly come into its end. So you will have only 1 week till the first group completes that particular event to be able to participate in phase 3. And it's quite bad. I can't even. It's extremely bad. It's one of the worst ideas ever, because why should I play this if, for example, I want to farm this event, if I want to enjoy this event? Why do I need to rush it, and rush it only for 1 week? Because simply just DOS has decided to make this event not only time limited, but to limit it to 1 week since the first completion. It's pretty mad. Why should I rush? I want to enjoy the game. It's a story-oriented MMORPG. Yes, there are tons of endgame, but main content in Elder Scrolls Online is always a story. I want to enjoy that story. I want to enjoy that vibe. But I can't. I need to rush that particular event and I need to rush that particular phase. I'm pretty sure it will be the most epic and extremely wonderful phase, because remember, almost all trials and dungeons in Elder Scrolls Online, they're extremely epic and wonderful. In terms of lore, they're extremely rich. Lucian Citadel is one of the best raids and trials ever created in online services, and even beyond, because even in Borderlands 3 also there are some raids, but it's more like offline game just with multiplayer opportunity, with cooperation opportunity, but still, it's one of the best raids and trials ever created in games. And I'm pretty sure that Zosis will make everything really good. But why should I rush it? Why can't I enjoy that? I'm pretty sure it will be really good content, but I need to rush it. I simply just can't enjoy it as long as I want. And what's more even important, this is a chance to bring, yes, the Writhing Wall and earn a unique title. But also only players with access to 2025 Content Pass can attempt and complete this phase. So if you have free player, you've played through the first phase, second phase, they will be story related, lore related, and you are prepared to something bigger, but you can't complete that event. You need to play Content Pass. And if you decided to buy Content Pass, for example, the next year, because it's Content Pass in general, it's like chapter, but it's simply just a it's one DLC with 4 dungeons and chapter inside, so it's like a DLC pack. Content Pass must be called DLC pack, but not a Content Pass. It's not just a pass for some activities, no matter which year you are playing. No, it's this year DLC pack, that's including all DLCs of this year. Like, for example, in the Crew Motorfest, also year 2 pass, 1-2 pass, it's quite easy to understand what is it. It's all the DLCs of that particular year. But for example, if you want to play this DLC, for example, if you are not Russian, if you are playing through different other storylines, if you are a new player and you simply just playing all the storylines in order, because you need to play storylines in order to understand everything, and it's a good part of Elder Scrolls Online. It's extremely lore enriched, a wonderful game, but you need to play quite a lot to play through different storylines to simply understand who is scored as a knife, to meet him in different locations, in different DLCs, because every single time when you meet some characters, this character will react to you depending on how much storyline you played with him previously, and sometimes it will even affect this character and affect its behavior, both in quest and simply just in open world meetings, with tons of different characters. When you're meeting them again and again, in DLCs, if you are meeting them chronologically, for example, you meet some characters in Northern Elsewhere, and after that you meet the characters, for example, in Skyrim. These characters will react to some events from the previous DLCs and remind you of that, and you will get quite a lot of new additional replicas and reactions, and sometimes even interactions that will define your playstyle and sometimes even define the story. And you'll understand better why, for example, this particular character behaving in this particular way, because you know this character, you know how much this character suffered in previous events, and this character will commence that events if you played that events. So you need quite a lot of time to enjoy all that wonderful stories. But now, if you are currently, if you are playing Elder Scrolls Online right now and you want to enjoy that particular story and events of Writhing Wall, you need to rush it no matter what, and to play it right here, right now, to abandon all your previous storylines you are playing through, because simply just this will leave at the end of the year, this will leave after that year, the whole event will leave. And you can't play through that event simply just in 1 week after the third phase first completion by any group on your server. And in addition to paywall, because to participate in that epic third phase, you need to pay for that third phase, and it will leave the game. So what the hell is happening? Why again we are coming to sunsetting from Destiny 2 when I've paid for wonderful storylines, really good storylines of Destiny 2, Red War, of Forsaken DLC, of Warmind, of Curse of Osiris, and I simply can't play them, because Bungie decided to simply just remove that content from the game. simply just forever. And new players that's coming to the game simply just don't understand who the hell are that guys. Who the hell is this guy? Why he is doing or telling me these things? Because these things are based on the events, on the storyline that simply just are removed from the game. Same story with Diablo IV, its seasons, because some seasons are really interesting in terms of story. But again, you can only experience them on YouTube, but you can't play through them. At least stories in Diablo 4 seasonals, they are not behind paywall. You don't need to play for seasons. You simply just play in seasons for free. But in Destiny 2 seasons, for quite a lot of time, almost for all the time, they were behind paywall. You needed to pay for season stories that also live in the game, and also some of the stories simply were just cut. Major stories simply were just cut from the game. And also about some, yes, Eastern Solstice will be unlocked for all 2025 Content Pass owners on the server, and it will start the second half of this season of the Worm Cult storyline, continue and end the storyline of that year. Again, stories in Elder Scrolls Online, they're always wonderful. Side quests are extremely good. But again, really important events. It's not just events that you're farming dailies to raise the meta. It's gameplay and lore-oriented events. It simply will be just gone. And we've got additional event rewards, and we can earn quite a lot of rewards. It includes items, collectibles, and exclusive title. Additional rewards from the Golden Pursuits campaign. Also, Golden Pursuits campaign will be launched, and also we can get Worm Cult Sam's reward, such as the Worm Wreath Beer Lizard Mount, Worm Wreath Hedge Motoped, and the Caltrops Bone Skill Style. It's Caltrops, quite all of you, I'm pretty sure, remember this and know this skill. Also quite good to get additional skill style, bone skill style. It's really cool. It's really great for the skill. And also, yes, no event tickets on that event, and we'll get event coffers, reason reward coffers from various sources throughout the event, including up to 3 glorious reason reward coffers per day from dailies of different types. So again, to get maximum rewards, you need to get Content Pass version 2025 Content Pass to be able to place to get third reason reward golden coffer, and you can get the first. You can earn a glorious reason reward coffer from the first Vertified Souls daily quest from Orange Glenuven every day, the first Siege Camp daily quest from General Zasimba, and first crafting daily of any type you complete each day. Crafting daily of any type you complete each day. In addition, you can earn further reason reward coffers from each additional daily quest completed beyond this, but they also will be not glorious, not golden, but purple as always through pretty all the previous events. And as well as from defeating Worm Cult generals or the world boss, these are also quite good and really good concept, but again, why the hell it's leaving the game? Rewards from the coffers available from Versified Souls quest includes a piece of gear from a Western Solstice set, which with a chance of a second, a chance of a style item for the Fellowship of Steercraft and Style. One is guaranteed a glorious coffers, a low chance at one of the following items, a page of Worm Wreath Armor Outfit File, Worm Wreath Weapon Outfit File Style, Worm Wreath Hedge Motoped, and Fragment of the Caltrops Bone Style from phase 2 onwards. And again, one is guaranteed in glorious coffers, one of that. And a chance for sellable treasure of Pharaoh Velos, one is guaranteed in glorious coffers, and this reward has a very long chance to be replaced with the Cold Harbor Surreal Estate if you don't already own it. And also it's extremely good. And with the sellable treasure, if you already own a Cold Harbor Surreal Estate. And also rewards from the coffers available from Siege Camp quest includes a piece of gear from a Western Solstice set with a chance of seconds, a chance of at a style for item for the Fellowship of Steer crafting style, one is guaranteed in golden glorious coffers, chance at a Fellowship of Steer motive page, in rare cases the entire book. Allow chance at one of the following items, one is guaranteed in glorious coffers, a page of Worm Wreath Armor Outfit Style, again all that outfits and weapon outfit styles, a Worm Wreath Weapon Style, Armor Style, a fragment for the Worm Wreath Hedge Motoped, and a fragment of the Caltrops Bone Skill Style, Worm Wreath Weapon Outfit Style, and a fragment of Caltrops you can get from phase 2 onward. and a chance for a sellable treasure of a Ryan value. One is guaranteed in glorious coffers. This reward again will have a chance to be replaced with the Cold Harbor Surreal Estate, and it's extremely cool and extremely great. And also rewards from coffers available from crafting quest include crafting materials, a chance at a style from item from the Fellowship of Steer crafting style, a low chance of all the armor, weapon, Worm Wreath style, outfit styles, fragment for the Worm Wreath Hajmoto pets, fragment of the Caltrops, bones skill style from phase 2 onwards, and a chance to new blue or purple quality furnishing plan for the crafting used in the quest. And also rewards from the coffers from defeating event boss includes a set from invaded delve or public dungeon where the boss was found, allow chance at a Writhing Wall Sam's furnishing, a set also rewards from incursion chests that appear after completing the defense of a siege camp, regardless of whether you had a daily quest or to defend the camp, a set item from the solstice zone, a small amount of gold, a chance at a style item for the Fellowship of Steer crafting style, chance at a Fellowship of Steer motive page, on rare cases the entire book, a chance at a sellable treasure, allow chance of at one of the following items: a page of Worm Wreath armor outfit style, a page of Worm Wreath again weapon outfit style, a fragment for the Worm Wreath Hajmoto pets, and a fragment of the Caltrops bone skill style from phase 2 onwards. But again, do remember that Worm Wreath weapon outfit style, also like a fragment of Caltrops bone skill style, will be from phase 2 onwards in different chests in different coffers. And also collectibles and items awarded through the Battle of the Writhing Wall events will remain in-game after your server has completed the event, and these rewards, apart from the Wall Breaker title, will be sometimes awarded through the Siege Camp daily quest, in addition to the possible rewards for Siege Camps already listed above, because that's a particular Siege Camps dailies, they will be staying again if you're already an owner of content 2025 content pass, will like one of the dailies. Also, antiquity leads normally drop from specific bosses in delves and public dungeons that become invasion sites will drop from event bosses in the delve or public dungeons for event duration, and those who see the wars through till the very end and can also earn the Wall Breaker title. Again, very cool title, but you need to be able to play through the last phase, and for that again you need 2025 content pass, and you need to be playing that particular week in the game to get this freaking title. It's a really good idea, but again, why the hell we're playing traditional paywall with time gates and limited time events? To earn this reward, you must complete the recent fortress during phase 3 of the event. This reward can be earned only by players who own the 2025 content pass and only during that 1 week of the last phase. And also will be a Golden Pursuit campaign as you participate in the event. You can also earn rewards from the associated Golden Pursuit campaign. The task for this campaign complements the event's activities. Pretty sure it will be different dailies and quests and completions of different bosses, incursion bosses. And its rewards include the Cold Harbor Dremneck and Rand's pet and a Worm Wreath Bear Lizard mount. You can see how beautiful they are on that particular screenshot. Again, really cool mount and pet, free for. I'm pretty sure they will be free for everyone because it's Golden Pursuit campaign. It will be really strange if they will require to be played through Solstice daily, so I'm pretty sure there won't be any paywalls in the Golden Pursuit campaigns. Golden Pursuit campaigns are always designed to be for everyone, to have opportunities for everyone to get everything completely for free. And also, again, when the Golden Pursuit campaign kicks off, there will be more details. So I'm pretty sure I will make another video on that Golden Pursuit campaign. So don't forget to click like button, subscribe for the channel to not miss that video. And it's pretty everything. And during this season of the Worm Cult Adventure, we will access the second half of Solstice that been blocking by the Writhing Wall, but again only the players who bought 2025 content pass. But once the event concludes, now everyone can explore a new region, completed story, and claim new rewards. And to get there, server needs to progress the battle for Writhing Wall through all 3 phases and complete the Writhing Fortress public dungeon through the phase 3. Once any player on your server have completed the Writhing Fortress, all 2025 content pass owners on the server can begin exploring the newly uncovered territory. And also the start of the Battle of the Writhing Wall events, Prince Azza, found in Sunport Jumper Camp, will grant a new story quest titled Crossing the Wall to those who have completed the Season of the Worm Cult Part 1 quest line. Crossing the Wall servers to continue in the Season of the Worm Cult story from Part 1 into Part 2. And yeah, it's some sort of like prologue quest, but this time some sort of prologue quest only will be available for the ones who already own the Season of the Worm Cult, the 2025 content pass. So you can see it's quite interesting conception of the events, but again, that event will be time limited, and that event also has additional time gates, yes, and limitations in terms of time. You need to play this particular week, and if you are not completing that particular event, it will simply just live forever, and you wouldn't be able to play through it again ever. And it's extremely important for the storyline, because again, all the events in Elder Scrolls Online, they are lore connected. They are telling the story, they are giving you additional lore. And same with that particular event that again giving you additional context why everything is happening. Everything is that DLC chapters, season, doesn't matter, it's still chapters. Why everything is happening this way. You can experience through that, you can experience everything that happened in this year through that event. It's giving you additional atmosphere, understanding, that intense atmosphere that everything is coming to, that unstoppable new threat is coming to the whole Tamriel. It's a wonderful event, but again, in Elder Scrolls Online there are phases. For example, if you are completed that story, that particular city already changed for me, but for other players who haven't yet completed that quest, that particular village or city will be in another state, in another phase. So simply just remake this into phases. Simply just leave that event in the game, like some of the previous events before some DLCs, Murkmire DLC. Also, there are some sorts of dailies you can play through and earn an exclusive title through progressing through that dailies and get that atmosphere before coming to that particular DLC and experience the DLC. Simply just leave it as a quest in the game, but make it phase-like, so players who completed Season of the Worm Cult 1 can experience that particular activities around the whole Tamriel. And every player can complete that activity in his own phase, with no rush, with no hurry. Whenever this particular player wants to complete that particular story, that particular event. And after that, for that player, second half of the solstice of the solstice zone will be unlocked. It's pretty everything you need to do. Zosis, why the hell I need to tell you this? You need to understand this. You've already made it in some ways with different DLCs, with Murkmire DLC. It's still in the game. Preparation for Murkmire DLC, it's still in the game. You can play through introductory quest and play through that and farm that quest. And farm that dailies. That's coming, that leads into Murkmire zone. So seasonal module in Elder Scrolls Online story-oriented game simply just not working. It's wrong name because it's not content pass, again, it's DLC pack. It's not seasonal like we all remember from Diablo 4 Destiny 2, because it's not living forever. It's some parts of the story, some parts of the DLC of content pass will stay in the game. But we're getting the same amount of content as in one chapter. So why the hell you renamed chapters into seasons? It's not seasons, it's the same chapter, simply just time-gated. With a limited time, really cool, but limited time events. It's a lot of players won't be able to play through, won't be able to experience. It's always bad for community, especially in story-oriented game. Story-related massive public events that will leave the game after year ends. New players won't be able to experience the story. Yes, overall price of 2025 content pass is better. but the whole system is not working. The overall system, the overall DLCs that are included in the content pass, they are not working because some of them are simply will leave the game. Important part of that content pass. Just look at the Division 2, Skull and Bones, where seasonal model are extremely good. They're best examples. All the story content and lore stays in the game. I can always replay all my climax, all my story seasonal story missions in the Division 2. I can replay that wonderful epic battles through main bosses and play through that stories in Skull and Bones. Why everyone's trying to copy Bungie's model? Bungie's model is not working. Lightfall and Final Shape are very good examples. How Bungie is simply just coming to... It's a topic of another video, yeah. Why Destiny has lost quite a lot of online of its previous players, and a lot of veterans simply just left the game. There are plenty of problems, war and are with the Destiny 2 in general, and its seasonal model and model in general, and that two DLCs are the best example. Same with Diablo IV with different storylines. You simply just can't progress and experience, and some of them are really important, extremely important. Stories about different aspects of lore, even new aspects of lore that were first involved and introduced in Diablo IV. And that story is just expanding the lore, and you can't anymore simply just experience them. They've left the game forever with the season's end. Chapters are working wonderfully in Elder Scrolls Online. It's different finished chapters like we've been playing all the previous years. Finished chapters are the best option, even if the story continues in the next year's DLC, like it was with Necrom DLC and Gold Troll DLC, where we've got only one chapter without additional DLCs per year, but we've got extremely wonderful story. In two parts, yes, but big parts with extremely good content, one of the best stories and lore ever created in Elder Scrolls universe in general, not only in Elder Scrolls Online. But now it gets a seasonal model with time gates, limited time story-oriented lore-enriched events that you simply won't be able to replay or participate if you're a new player and you decided to not participate it right now, or you can't participate it right now that particular week when it will be available. So I really hope that the ZeniMax Online Studios will change some that will either change or remake that event, because it sounds like a wonderful event, like a wonderful new mode. It can be a separate mode for every player. Extremely good. You can even put additional modifiers, weekly modifiers for that incursions, and add additional, for example, modes, not modes, but additional opportunities for players either to toggle on or toggle off that event's world incursions, or simply just bind it behind some story-related phases, or unlock it when players reach particular parts of the story, and leave it in the game, and add additional weekly modifiers with additional weekly loots, for example, like weekly loot you get through Infinite Archive vendors, when you can buy different things from Infinite Archive vendors every week, and you have additional motivation to farm Infinite Archive currency to get that items every single week, new items from different parts of the game. Again, Infinite Archive is a wonderful concept, and it's still in the game, it's working. And it's really sad that the ZeniMax Online Studios that's making wonderful stories, beautiful content in terms of design, mechanics, story, lore, different types of content, they're just making that seasonal model that's simply just not working in Elder Scrolls Online. In the game with wonderful story, with wonderful lore, but now you need to rush to get and to experience everything right here, right now, because you simply won't be able to play it through any time after that event ends. So here it is, guys. Don't forget to click like button and subscribe for channel if you want more videos like this. Also check our other different guides, builds and overviews on Assassin's Creed series, The Division 2, Elder Scrolls Online, Horizon Forbidden West, Ghost of Tsushima, Dying Light and Dying Light The Beast. Also check our other different guides, builds and overviews. Also check our different playlists with different guides, builds and overviews. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Good luck.